my name is Shooting.And, and I know I haven't posted in 4 weeks, and I know my name is not going to be with the title because my name is Shooting. Expecting to make Naruto videos, but I am going to be making Naruto videos soon. So yeah, today guys, I'm just going to be talking about how to get more kills in Phantom Forces, and I think the reason why most people don't get kills in Phantom Forces, even if they listen to tips and tricks, is because they don't use all of them. They don't try to use all of them combined, in your gameplay. So if you try to use all of them combined in your gameplays, I'm gonna guarantee you that you're gonna get more kills, okay? And if this video actually helped, leave a like down below. And I'm so sorry for the long intro, but anyway, let's get right on to the video. Now today we're going to be talking about how to get more kills. Now the first tip I have to give you is to always use your minimap, okay? If you don't use your minimap, you're basically screwed because the enemies can come up behind you or come in front of you and they can kill you. So if you check your minimap, maybe you can use some kind of crazy movement. You can shoot them down, or you have a shotgun, which is gonna be cool. And yeah, and this is also great for snipers because you can find your enemy very quick. And I know there's a lot of snipers in this game. I'm not a sniper, I'm not too bad of a sniper myself, so this helps. So this tip is for all kinds of players, okay? Now the second tip is to use E. If you use E, you basically spot your enemies, but I don't think I need to use E in this gameplay because, like, for some reason I see all the enemies without using E. But if you use E, you basically see your enemy and you shoot them down. And if you don't shoot them down, or a teammate steals a kill, you get a spot bonus of plus 25, which can get you more XP. And yeah, which is pretty cool, to be honest with you. Yeah, just press E. If you can't find any enemies around, maybe they're hiding behind corners or just camping, make it to press E, find them quickly, eliminate them quickly. And yeah, the third tip. This is the third tip. Yeah, this is the third tip. Third tip is to use knife in very close ranges. Okay, now you guys are gonna see me use knives a lot in this gameplay because I like to use my hand. I need to use different kinds of my hands for different kinds of controls, so make sure that you use a knife in very close combat so you can get an easy kill. You can get a backstab bonus, but I think the way to do it is to not like hold your knife. Say that you're holding your weapon and you press F, you can basically kill the person more effectively. And yeah, so that's gonna be really cool if you do that. You're gonna get kills. I mean, like one gameplay, I basically killed like 20 people just by using the knife because I had high sensitivity that day. I don't know why, but I had really high sensitivity, and yeah, and that worked out pretty great. I got 20 kills off the knife, and I think you guys can do it too if you just make sure that your arm is always on R. Okay, arm is like always on F, and yeah. And that's gonna bring us to our next tip. Our fourth tip is to always have like different special kinds of hand for controls. And right now, I wish I can like bring a camera to my hand so I can show you. So what I like to do is to put my middle finger on F, put my ring finger on 1 and 2, because I like to switch, because you can switch secondary weapons very fast. Then you put your thumb on shift so you can run faster. Then you put your index finger on F, and if you want to reload, it's just a quick reach. Okay, so yeah, so those are my that's how I use my hand and controls. Not the best, I think, but it still gives you a kind of reach. And yeah, And the index finger is probably the important here because you can use a knife, you can reload, and you can also spot person with the E. And the pinky finger, probably don't know what the pinky finger is gonna do. I don't. The pinky finger is gonna lay on tab, and I don't think tab is really a control on this game. So yeah, just leave the pinky finger alone. That's what I use to get kills. That's the kind of controls I use. But yeah, that's gonna move on to the fourth tip. The fifth tip is to use your favorite weapon. Okay, now I have a scar on my hand. I just got it recently. Yeah, I know I'm a noob, but I just got the scar recently, and I just been loving it. As of this time, not as the recording, as this time, right now while I'm recording my voice, I have like 114 kills with this thing. And I've been using it for, I don't know, for like a day or two. So I know it's not the best because I've seen people like since ISOG get like 100 kills in the span of like 15 minutes. But it's still okay for me. Getting 114 kills in the span of one day, that's because I don't play Phantom Forces a lot. I don't play one game too much, so yeah. Use your favorite weapon and yeah, try to use your favorite weapon because you're more effective with that weapon because you know everything about it. And the sixth tip I have to give you is if you haven't found your favorite weapon yet, always try to use different weapons, okay? And maybe just start it out in the game and you want to find your favorite weapon, a weapon that works for you. Try to use as many weapons as you have. If you find the right one, use it. So yeah, so that's how to find your favorite weapon, which can get you more kills. And yeah, I just got sniped here. It's pretty bad. But anyways, let's move on to tip number 8 is to use all these tips together. Now this is the kind of tip that I have to put it really back at the end of the video. And I really wanted to say this tip because I have a little trouble with Phantom Forces because I don't know how to use all these tips together. And I keep telling people to use all these tips together, but I don't know how to use it together. So yeah, so try to use all these tips together. I'm not too good at using them together, but I know how to. But I don't know how to. But I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. That's the important part. Okay, and yeah, that's gonna move us on to tip number 9. I know this is probably gonna be the last tip, but tip number 9 is to have a strategy. Okay. Now a strategy, it doesn't have to be a really like tactical strategy like a football play. Have a strategy. I mean, like the easiest strategy you probably have in this game is throwing grenades at flares or hills. Okay, that's probably one of the easiest strategies I've ever seen. And yeah, strategies are not only used for flares and hills. You can also use them as a spawn point. So say that you're trying to rush an enemy team, probably bring like 2 or 3 people with you. Try to bring two, 3 people with you, because if you bring too much of them, too much players, and you kill them too much, they're gonna move to a new spawn point, and you're gonna have to find another spawn point, which I think for me, lazy people like me, I don't want to find another spawn point. Okay, I really don't, and I don't know why it does that, but like if your team is just rushing another team's base, or another team is rushing your base, you guys are going to lose the whole entire game because you're just being killed over and over, like spawn kills by snipers. I mean, like take snipers for consideration. I mean, like they can do spawn kills, which can get people pretty angry about getting spawn killed. Yeah, there's not too much spawn kills, but if they didn't do that kind of thing where Like you had to not take too much players if it just went out too long enough for too many players rushing spawn. No, it's probably gonna be easy for one team to win. And I don't think anyone wants this game to be like that. And the 10th and final tip I have to give you is to use different kinds of weapons for long range. Now you're probably thinking that the last tip I'm gonna give you is probably gonna be cheesy, or like know what kind of player you are, know yourself. But I'm not gonna. But like I think I have 2 tips that are pretty cheesy, but this one is not cheesy at all. And this tip is to know what kind of weapon you're using. Okay, say that if you're on a long range map, you really don't want to use a scout for everything. Maybe you can use a scout for close range maps, but you really don't want to use a scout for long range maps. But don't use a scout for trying to snipe people. And that's gonna be on the video. Bye guys, hope you have a great day.